Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly forecast for June 29th through July 5th. We're going to see what's happening the weekend with this lovely deck here. And we're going to see what is happening here with crystal for the week for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising with that lovely deck there. So without further ado, my darlings, we're going to see what's happening for Gemini, Sun. Oh, why did I say Gemini? This is not for Gemini. You guys are already in the comments. What's going on? This is for Sagittarius. All right. Sometimes when that happens, when that slip kind of happens, there could be a cross watcher that's kind of coming in, tapping in. It could be if you have that sign in your chart, you're being reminded to check out that aspect. Or it could be that you're dealing with that sign. So, but this is for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What's happening for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead? Alrighty, my darlings. We're going to focus on Sagittarius energy. Nobody else. Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. Let's put that out there into the universe. Your first card here is Messenger of Air. Wow. Well, talking about air signs, well, here we are. Yeah, so maybe some of you are kind of tapping into that aspect of yourself. If you have air in your chart, it could definitely be coming to the surface. Some of you may be having an air sign resurface and reaching out to you with a message. However, Messenger of Air is going to be a very fast-moving energy. All right, Sagittarius? So some of you, I feel like what's happening for you guys, I kind of feel like there's this perfect storm forming, not in a negative way, in a good way, and I'll explain, right? It's kind of like if you ever saw the movie Perfect Storm and they were explaining why that hurricane was called a perfect storm, because it was like a bunch of storms came in together and they formed like one massive freak storm. Like all these energies came together and they created this massive force of nature. I feel energetically, Sagittarius, you guys have something similar energetically happening where we've got like the retrograde energies, we've got the lunar full moon eclipse in Capricorn happening July 4th and 5th. And then we have all of the really massive energies and eclipses that we've had coming up until now. And I feel for Sagittarius, you guys are like, even those of you that aren't normally sensitive to like moon energy or planetary energy, if you're not as sensitive, it's like you're picking up on all of these things and you're harnessing them, right? Like this, Dr. Frankenstein energy machine or something. It's like it's all coming together and you're giving birth to something, right? Like you're going forward with some project, you're forming something and you're bringing it into existence, or you're deciding to move forward on a plan, a really big plan. And Sagittarius, I feel like for a lot of you, this felt like something very like far in the future from now, right? Like, oh, well, I'll start looking for a job a year from now, a different job. I'll leave this company a year from now. I'll put in another year and then I'll start job hunting. Or, oh, I would love to start my own business, but I'm going to, do that maybe a couple of years from now. Or, retiring or moving or whatever it might be, getting a car, whatever goal you had, and you saw this as like really far away. I feel like the Messenger of Air is saying it's getting sped up. It's getting like put into overdrive and you're moving forward very quickly about it. And Sagittarius, I feel like a lot of you have had really opinionated people in your life that want to tell you what to do or how to go about doing things. And I feel with the Messenger of Air energy, like you don't even want to hear it. You don't care. You don't care. You don't want to hear it. You are very focused on what you're doing and how you're going to do it and when you're going to do it, and you're not allowing the opinions of others to influence you. Okay, so in this way, I feel, Sagittarius, you're coming into this week and into the next few months like this force of nature, right? Like all of these energies are coming together and combining. You're fed up, you're sick of it, you're over it, but instead of destroying, you're creating. You're creating in your life. So if you're a Sagittarius, where if you've had like a pattern or a cycle of self-sabotage or self-destruction, you're bringing that same frustrated, angry energy, but the opposite side of the coin. Instead of like tearing things down, you're building, you're creating, you're building up. You're building yourself up. You're using the anger and the frustration to create in your life. Okay, very, very, very beautiful energy. So the next card here is the Fortune's Wheel. Wow, what were we just talking about? Moving forward, things happening very quickly. This is a major arcana card. So this is a new chapter of your life. You're entering into a new chapter of your life, and you're entering into a time in which you're going to be moving forward very quickly. Think about a wheel. Once the wheel starts spinning, right, and it gets momentum, what happens? It starts going really fast. It gets faster and faster and faster and faster. So I do feel things are speeding up for you, Sagittarius, in terms of progress. Fortune's Wheel is also going to indicate that you're not stuck or you're not blocked. So if you've been dealing with financial blocks, or if you've been dealing with any kind of blocks, those are being removed, and you're starting to see action. You're starting to see progress. You're starting to see movement in your life. And this is going to be a phase. It's going to be happening for a while. We're not just talking about a couple of days or a week or 2 weeks. We're talking about real, significant, permanent change for a lot of you guys. I feel like a lot of you, you're even like, you're leaving people in the dust. That I just heard, leaving them in the dust. And I feel like what this means is there may be people in your life that you've been waiting for them to get it together. You've been waiting for them to get it together, or you've been waiting for them to figure out what they want to do, or maybe you've kind of been putting yourself on the back burner because you've been like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do just yet. I want to see what this other person, or, you know, what my family, or what my ex, or what my partner, or whoever, I want to see what they decide to do. And then I'll know what I'm going to do, right? Like, depending on what they want to do, then I'll know what I want to do. You guys are not taking that stuff into consideration anymore. You're like, nope, I don't have time to waste, and I want to live my life, and I want to be happy, and I don't want to be on hold. So you're just going. You're going, and you're like, whoever wants to keep up can keep up, and whoever doesn't want to, well, then I wish them a happy life. You're not feeling sad or worried or stressed out about, you know, how it's going to affect relationships, like what you're doing. You're just moving forward, right? Sometimes people don't want to heal, and they don't want to succeed because they know, like they low-key know that there's going to be people in their life that they're going to end up drifting away from if they do that. And so some of you maybe have had that kind of dynamic, and you don't care anymore. You're just like, you know what? If that happens, that happens. It's a small price to pay. At least I'm moving forward. At least I'm happy. At least it's going to give me balance and stability in my life. That's one of the things with the full moon in Capricorn. It is bringing in abundance, success in career, and it's helping us to see what part of our life is out of balance or like not in harmony. So you're getting all of that figured out, and aligning within yourself what's gonna get you the most progress. Your next card here is the Temptation card, another major arcana card. So you've got 2 major arcana cards coming in back to back, Sagittarius. This is really massive energy. Really, really massive energy. And it's a card that has to do with, obviously here it says temptation. Now, one thing I want to bring to your attention is this card in traditional tarot, the 15th major arcana card, is going to be the Devil, okay? Which is the card of Capricorn. Capricorn is represented by the 15th major arcana. And so you have the Capricorn energy coming up smack dab right in the middle of your reading. So this is telling us that this cycle of the Capricorn full moon energy, while the moon is in Capricorn, there's going to be really significant changes for you, Sagittarius. You're really tapping into that energy. Remember how I said I felt like you guys were pulling on the energies and it was creating this perfect storm? but in a good way. I feel like a lot of you are going to have a massive release over this full moon, because you have to keep in mind the full moons are about releasing. And I even read one astrologer was saying people were going to be releasing as far back as like the last 6 months. You can release as far back as you want if you set intention, right? But they were saying like just kind of naturally the last 6 months. For you guys, Capricorn, Sagittarius. For you guys, Sagittarius, I feel this Capricorn full moon, for some reason, it's causing you to release your anger and your fear. I feel like you guys are releasing a massive wave of anger and fear. So it could be a little bit intense, right? Write it out. Let yourself feel the feelings. You know, write out the wave. If you need to scream into a pillow, if you need to, vent in a productive, safe, healthy way, do that. I know one person, I went to one workshop a while back, and they did like this part in releasing anger, and like they rolled up a towel and then they taped it up with duct tape, so it was like a bat almost, but obviously you wouldn't have been able to break anything with it. And they called it a burn session. They just kind of kept like beating on the ground and like screaming and yelling and cursing and just like letting everything out. So that was like a safe way of letting out anger. But whatever you feel you need to do that's not going to be destructive and that's not going to cause negative repercussions later, allow yourself to release. Even if you're not somebody that does like full moon rituals or full moon releases, Sagittarius, I think this is a good time for you guys to do something with like maybe take a sea salt bath, or use like a sea salt scrub in the shower if you can't take a bath, or do some kind of, affirmation or, prayer or something. I think that you guys are really tapping into that Capricorn energy with this full moon. And Capricorn is very much a sign of earthly pleasures, right? It's very much earthly pleasures. So Sagittarius, if you guys have been kind of escaping the physical realm by trying to stay distracted or getting uber into spirituality and being like way into like the realm of meditation and stuff, you're coming back down to earth. You're coming back into your body. And you're coming into the realm of physical pleasures, okay? Your next card here, Sagittarius, well, hello, is 10 of Water. This is a card that everybody wants, right? 10 of Water is a card that a lot of people, for some reason, they see it and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get married. And yeah, that's an aspect of 10 of Water, but not everybody's 10 of Water or 10 of Cups includes marriage. If that's something that you're wanting, if that's something that you feel that is like a goal or desire in your life, then yeah, that's one of the elements that's coming in. But the reason why I really love this deck is Colette Baron Reed, the creator of the deck, she has 10 of Water symbolized here with like this Buddha statue. And so this is supposed to be a symbolism of like inner peace, right? Because that whole kind of Zen thing, the whole kind of philosophy of like being in your inner peace, feeling contentment, feeling enlightenment, feeling a heart of joy and happiness and abundance. So Sagittarius, this is where you're headed. You're headed towards that 10 of Cups. You're headed towards that 10 of Water, whatever that might look like for you, okay? Not everybody is going to have the same 10 of Cups scenario, right? For some people, it's just a happy home life, feeling fulfilled in their career with their friends and their fur babies, right? For some people, it might be settling down and having a life partner or starting a family and having fulfillment in spirituality and work and abundance. It's going to look different for different folks, right? But you're definitely coming towards whatever your 10 of Water is. We're going to go ahead and check out your crystal for the week, or not just for the week if you want to incorporate it moving forward. Let's see. And Sagittarius, I encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos, because some weeks those are going to resonate with you more than others. They might be more helpful for you. And if you would like a private reading, you can schedule a private reading with me through the Calendly link in the description of the video. All right. So you guys have, the crystal that you guys have is going to help with expand self-confidence and awareness of personal magnificence. Oh, magnificent Sagittarius. Remember divine essence, increase mental clarity, exude joy, enthusiasm, and happiness. Shine your light. Joy, enthusiasm, and happiness, that is the 10 of water energy right here. That's it right there, right? The confidence and the personal awareness, the magnificence, that's what I was describing as that very driven, perfect storm kind of energy. So the crystal you guys have is citrine, okay? Citrine. Citrine is very common. You can get citrine very easily. If you've got any shops near you that sell crystals that are open, you'll very easily find citrine. If you, well, that's kind of debatable because there's people who are very picky about citrine. That's a whole other topic. But this kind of citrine you can find very, very easily. You can also order it online. If you cannot afford to get crystals right now, or you can't get your hands on it, you can still use the affirmation, okay? Because keep in mind, the crystals are just a tool of helping us tap into energy and set intention. So even if you can't get the crystal, you can still set intention and connect with energy. And the affirmation you guys have is, I am confident and courageous. It is safe for me to be powerful, okay? So very, very beautiful, Sagittarius. And you guys definitely are stepping into power this week. I definitely feel that powerful energy all around you. Again, check out your moon, sun, and rising sign video. Those of you, if you have not watched the channeled angel messages for June yet, do check those out. Those are linked in the description. And those of you that want more love and romance, if you haven't watched the June love readings, those are also linked in the description. In a couple of days, I will have the romance readings for July and the channeled angel messages for July posted. So if you hit subscribe and the notification bell, you'll get a notification when those are posted. I want to say congratulations to the June winners. Angelica in the United States won a free 30-minute reading with me. And Jackie in England won the Angel Light bracelet that I was giving away. I will announce on Instagram and Facebook the prize for July. One person's going to win a free 30-minute reading with me. One person's going to win whatever I decide the prize to be. I haven't figured it out yet. And so if you want to keep up with the daily messages I post on the social media, every single day I post a card of the day and I post a little pick a card game. You don't have to tag anybody. You don't have to, share it. You don't have to, I'm just looking at the likes and the comments over the course of the month, who's jumping out at me. And then I'm choosing one person from Facebook and one person from Instagram. One person will get a free 30-minute reading. One person will get a whatever the prize is. And every month the prize will change. So I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Wishing you all a wonderful week. Take care, Sagittarius.